Hey everybody, welcome to the Morning Docket with Jesse Weber, who I am not. Michael Bryant with you here, filling in for Jesse, who is on some well-deserved time off. And we have got a crazy week. It's been crazy already, and I'm really talking mostly about my wardrobe. Monday, forgot my tie. Yesterday, forgot the t-shirt. Today, forgot my belt. I'd tune in tomorrow to see if I remember my pants. But in the meantime, we've got 3 trials that we're covering here. We are all over the place. That sounds like a lot of guns to me. That's Blake Turpin. He's a friend of both Cody and the defendant, Grant Amato. And as we know, guns are huge in this case. They were the murder weapon. A gun was used. That one was never found. I'm happy to have with me this morning Joseph Scott Morgan to help me put this together. Joseph, you forensic death investigator, which is a very ominous title, you realize. Tell me, this guy's important, obviously, to show that the defendant handled guns, knew guns, but it doesn't get us to the murder weapon.
No, it doesn't. By the way, good morning. It's good to be with you. It does not get us to the murder weapon. However, it does establish that he has a familiarity with weapons, that he knows how to utilize weapons, that he has a certain level of proficiency. And it's certainly enough to at least be dangerous in this case. Yeah, this begins to kind of open the door into the world of this fellow regarding firearms and the use of them.
So let me ask you this follow-up, because we don't have the murder weapon. We also have the prosecution claiming that it was the defendant's plan to frame his brother Cody Amato for the murder of the parents and then suicide. And yet the gun that was placed at the scene doesn't match the projectiles or the casings that were found at the scene. Is that just dumb, or is that even possible to be that well planned and not so well planned? How could he do that?
Well, it's certainly confusing, and contrary to myths that you see in the media, there are no arch criminals. They're not some kind of intellectual mastermind. So most of the time, people do not think these things out. And many times that's the reason they get caught, because they have a moment of clarity afterwards and they go back to try to adjust things or dispose of things and this sort of thing. Right now, the big mystery is, where is this weapon? Because there is no ballistic match at this point in time. And that's problematic. It's problematic for the prosecution. But again, the weapon, the rounds, the projectiles that actually killed his family, or that were part of the killing, do match up ballistically. So right now, you just don't have a delivery device for those.
Yeah, you got plenty of guns all over the place, just don't happen to have the gun. Okay, so speaking of guns, Blake Turpin talked about his collection and how one gun went missing, but he didn't report it maybe as timely as he should have. Here's how he handled cross-examination. Blake Turpin's testimony certainly gives you some reason to wonder what the heck happened to the gun. Was the gun that went missing the one that was used to murder the family? Margaret, Chad, Cody, all of the Amatos? Don't know, but the jury's going to have to worry about that and figure out how to fill in those blanks if the prosecution is going to succeed here. They need some logical explanation. One of the key parts of this case has been the manner of death. It was almost execution style. Well, to get the details on that, the ME is the place to go. So when we come back from this break, we will get into the medical examiner testimony in the case of Florida versus Grant Amato. The defense has rested in that case. Jury is being sequestered. We'll be back after this.